Doom DLC, Doom DLC, as big as a sequel. Oh damn! And Marathon 50% of its players. Yikes! Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Brothers coming, I need a scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Fruity's training people, where's game? All recent gaming, go, race and pay top mean. Good morning, coming, moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin. Good morning, everybody. Also, afternoon and evening, the crazy one was shy, beautiful, and awesome Monday chat. I know there is some Xbox news that just came out, but it came out today, and I already had the show program for today, and we are talking Doom DLC, and also we're talking a little bit of Marathon because yeah, but I have a little surprise under my sleeve. It's in the description down below, and we're gonna talk about it because we gotta tackle this. And it's the time, guys. It's the time to start talking about it. I told you all in the beginning of the year, or in December. I don't know. I don't know. I know it was close to the beginning of the year, and I know it was in December by those times that the situation is downfolding in Sony, and it's going to start on March 10th. But yeah, chat, how you guys been? How was your weekend though? I had a busy weekend, my friends. I was working on some things I had to do. TJ, I know you sent me some invites. I saw them, but I wasn't sitting on the TV at the moment, so I saw them later on. I'm sorry, bro. I did not accept your invites. Oh man, during that moment, I was just doing something. I had a busy weekend, my friends. Pickles, what's up, man? Good morning to you. How you doing? TJ, how are you doing? How's your morning going, man? How's everything? How's work? How's life? You know? Ah, what's the surprise? The only surprise I got was an elimination chamber last Saturday. Oh, what was the big surprise elimination chamber? Randy Orton won, didn't he, though? I mean, that's got to be a big surprise for everyone that Randy Orton won, the elimination chamber. But yeah, it was. I haven't seen it though, but at least I saw him break character laughing at what's this guy's name? He missed his spot and Randy Orton was just laughing at him. Didn't give him the elbow drop. Good stuff, good stuff. I know AJ Lee won the Intercontinental title, so yeah, good stuff, good stuff. I gotta check it out later. I'll check it out later. But yeah, chat, we got a couple things to talk about. And like I said, though, I know there's some Xbox news, but we're going to tackle that tomorrow because, like I said, it just came up today and already had this show ready to go with everything, when it comes down to what's happening over the weekend. So let us begin. Oh man, where's everybody at? Like nobody got the notification the show was on? No. Okay, now we're getting up to 7 people. Nice, nice, nice. Let us begin with this while the chat starts, little by little coming in, to have this cool conversation with us. So chat, so. I got my 2 cents about this today. And yeah. This game, this game. Oh my god! And not only that, chat. Not only that, another game that was out there. Nope, nope. It's like nobody. Nope, nope, nope. And that is Marathon, my friends. Ugh. So, chat, look, I played marathon. Chia Walker, what's up? Good morning. How you doing, man? How you doing? So I played marathon over the weekend. I give it a go. I sat on Saturday, try it out. And I said, okay, this is the only game I'm going to play. This is the only game I'm going to focus on. I'm not going to play anything else. So I played for like, what is it, 30 minutes to an hour? I mean, I don't even know how long I played. And I got to say a couple good things about it. Believe it or not. Yeah, good things about it. Yeah. And that was the gunplay. Hey, it felt nice. Bungie, like always, nails that on the spot. When you go in and start shooting, it feels good, no problem, everything's perfect right there. And yeah, and after that though, what else is there? That's it. Like I said, good thing. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing else. Why do I say this? Because look, you go in, you got a couple missions. So you go in, you have to take down some baddies, which the baddies were okay. I mean, I don't know what's the point about the baddies. I don't get it, but yeah. And then after that, you had to go out there and look for a radio tower. Like, okay, let me go look for that radio tower, which it does not tell you on the map. Where is the radio tower at? You have to guess which is the radio tower on the freaking map and look for it. At least, the second team I did a run knew what they were doing, but the first team did not know what the hell was doing. I was like, what are we doing here, though? Where are the bad guys? What's happening over here? I'm kind of lost, like hell. And I thought, and this is what's so funny, chat. I thought, right? I thought with all my heart that there was a mark on the map that pretty much was the thing I had to go to, the objective. And when I go to that mark, it was the extraction. That's it. You get into the extraction and you leave. Wow. Wow. I mean, look, at least it has more gameplay than High Guard, though. I mean, I gotta say, at least it has a little bit more gameplay than High Guard, but damn, it's boring as hell. I mean, I'm not kidding you. I tried Marathon and gave it like a 45-minute run because that's all I could give it, a 45-minute run. And then I see websites going out there telling me, like, oh, Marathon, the more you play it, the more you enjoy it. I'm like, no, stop. It's incredible how they love to push these PlayStation games and try to push people, to go ahead and pick it up and play it, and how they want to emphasize and give you the idea that the game is good when it's not. I mean, seriously, I played the game. I tried out on Saturday. I sat there and I said, okay, let me give it another run. Let's see how it is. Let's see how it goes. And my God, uh, like, look, graphically, it's okay. I mean, it look like I always say, don't because of game look because of graphics. I have no problem with that because there's people who play Minecraft, there's people who play Roblox and stuff like that. So graphics are not the most important thing, but it's just like you land there and your point is go to the objective, do the objective, right? Like go to rail tower, take down a few batteries, and then you just leave. But the batteries suck though. They're not like, yeah. And I don't know if I did come across a player. I think I did in my very first match because after I put the extraction out there, I did not know. Like seriously, the guys I was with extracted, but I was just sitting there thinking like, okay, are we done? Is it over? I mean, what do I have to do? And then another team, I think it was another guy from the other team came by and just shot me and got me down. I'm like, okay, that's it. But at the end of the day, it's like, no, no, it's just no, 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 no. I mean, it's not a good game. I'm sorry, Bungie. It's just not a good game. I mean, Bungie, you guys should have worked on Destiny 3 or worked on something else and stick to your formula, what's been working for you. I know you wanted to take a risk with Marathon because it's something y'all worked tons of years ago. And I get it. I get it. I get it. But seriously, doing this, like, no, it's just not. No, 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 no. No. Like I said, I gave it a 45-minute run. That's how much it deserved for me to give it because at the end of the day, it was just no, it was just too boring. Like I remember my first run I did, I did the mission that you got to shoot three baddies and then go to the radio tower. And then my second run, I did the same thing, and I finally know where the radio tower is. I'm like, oh, so this is the radio tower. Good God, well, pretty much everything looked like a radio tower in the damn game. I was like, no, no, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, seriously. Ah, game sucks. I'm sorry, it sucks. It sucks. It sucks. Like I said, went in to try it out to give it my 2 cents, and I gave it my 2 cents, and no, no. I mean, no wonder you lost 50% of your player base. Terrible, 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 terrible. So that's my take on Marathon, my friends. This is my take on Marathon. Hmm. So it says here, I was in my early, I present guess my 21st birthday going then in person. Ah, be nice. Good morning. What's up, be nice? How you doing? Joey won't be here today, guys. Joey's got his kid stuff. I already WhatsApped him and I said, hey, Joey, you coming over here? He's like, no, I'm busy with the kids stuff. I told you. I was like, no, I know. Because you said you were gonna come by, but he said, no, no, no. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I said, no problem, man. No pressure, no pressure. Do what you gotta do. Oh man. Lukey 446 says they thought they could let's see, they thought they could get $40 like Helldivers laugh my ass off. I mean, look, they can do whatever they want with that game, like try to get money from it, but not even free to play. It's not worth it. It's just like I said, at least it has more action than High Guard, though. I give them points for that. You keep busy in the map. When it comes down to the baddies, you got the guy who's invisible. You got the guy who's a tank. You got the guy. So they're not boring baddies, but the objectives are boring. Like, oh, you got to turn on the radio tower. Okay, let me go on and turn on the radio tower. Okay, so at least give more objectives. At least hint where the objective is, so you can run up to it and do something. Like put an area in the map like it's a hint, so people can look for that in that area what you can find. But not even that though. I mean, I was like, what? All you got signal are the extraction points for you to get out. That's it. That's it. And after I think it was like 15 or 20 minutes in is when I faced another. Like I said, I think it was another character from another team, but uh, the UI is not my thing. It's just the game is all right. I mean, seriously, it's not. Nah, it sucks. I mean, I don't think it's not even all right. I think it sucks though. It sucks. HTK360, what's up, brother? How you doing, HTK? It's been a while. What's cooking, my friend? How you been? How you been? We're talking a little bit about Marathon. HTK, did you give it a go? I know Silent Cypher gave it a run, and he tried it for like 15 minutes or 20. And even his son tried it, and they said, nope, this is not my game. Literally, it's just not their game. Play Marathon was okay. The problem with the game is the loot and stuff is not self-explanatory when you look at it. Too much read when they are contracts can be done better. Exactly. That's another thing. The loot. I don't know what the hell was doing with the damn loot. I would say, okay, is this the armor? Is this the health? I was confused with that shit. And I don't get confused about none of that because I know what a health is. I know what an armor is, but it's confusing though. So HTK says, I did not give it a go. Not really interested in it, to be honest. Oh, well, I mean, look at you that didn't give it a go. I gave it a go, and to be honest, that was one of the worst 45 minutes of my one of the worst because High Guard is the worst, and this is one of the worst though. I mean, I seriously did not appreciate it. It was like, no, I mean, they shouldn't have done this. They should have stuck with Destiny or done something else because, all right. If COD fails, DNC fails, and this game is Doom and DNC was free. Wow. Wow. Yep. Yep. Now, the other game, though, the Horizon, what's it called? Horizon Hunters or Hunters Horizon? I don't know what the heck it's called. Or Hunters Gathering? I don't know. What's the name of that damn game? I forget about the name of the damn game. I gotta look for it. But that was only 5 people playing that game. Five. 5 people playing that game. Oh God. Good God. So that's the thing though. What's gonna happen? And now we got them out there saying, we gotta pull back on PC ports, which right now I'm scratching my head and thinking like Hunter's Gathering. Thank you for that, Pickles. Hunter's Gathering. I mean, there was only 5 people playing it. Five. Five people playing it. I know it's a closed beta. I know some people come in and try to defend, you know, try to defend the whole hunters gathering thing. Yeah, it's a closed beta and stuff like that. But if it was a really good beta, then how many people were there? Like 100,000. I don't remember how many people got the closed beta to play it, but it would have been a bigger number than just five people playing it in general. Hey, bro, boy, Lewis, what's up, man? Good morning to you, sir. How you doing? But I mean, like we were reading the other day on how Sony's pulling back on PC ports. Sony, I mean, I don't know. Those five people were probably ponies, Princess Pickles. But it was on Steam though, so there were PC gamers though. I wouldn't call them ponies though. But it was not a good look though. It was not a good look. I mean, seeing that number just drop like that and just being in five though, and then it dropped down to three. I mean, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing though. Hmm. Game on Jesse says Marathon will never be installed on my Xbox. Well, I mean, I listen, Game on Jesse, I installed it, right? Because look, I always say this and I tell everyone this, even though a game gets a lot of hate out there because at the end of the day, it's a development studio, right? And it doesn't matter from what company it is. If they got a free beta, we had to try it out though to give it our 2 cents to see if it's bad, to see if it's good, and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, though, it's not good. It's just not at all good. I did not like it though. Mm. In our graders, you know what you're doing. You know what you're looking at. You know where you're going. Marathon's main problem is transparency, 100%. That's his main problem. Because look, like I said, the gunplay feels great, right? You go in, you shoot. The shooting schematics feel awesome. All that stuff fantastic. The melee is cool. Like everything is fantastic. Bungie's like always they're spot on with that. But other than that, though, what else is there? That's it. That's it. So I can go around the map and just take down baddies all day. Cool. And then take some of their loot, take some of their ammo, take some of their stuff. Cool. I mean, no problem with that. That's another one though. You get killed, you lose everything. Why? Well, I mean, it was basically like our graders though, so I can't complain about that though. Yeah, but at least you know where to pick it up though, because I mean, I lost that grenade launcher several times, but even though I lost it, I know the store was there for me to pick it up. So, Brooke Boy Lewis says, I'm holding off comments on Marathon. Didn't play as I had planned, so I can't say as to gameplay. I saw Tim the Tap Man playing it. The first day he was getting frustrated with menus. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. But look, either way, though, chat, that's my 2 cents. This is my personal 2 cents. You guys try it out. Don't take my 2 cents and take it too personal and go out there, and be like, well, Louis said, this sucks. So I'm gonna go in my head because of what Louis said. No, 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 no. You guys got to try it out yourself. And remember, when you go in, leave all the hate or leave all the bad stuff out. Go in and judge it for yourself. That's the advice I give to everyone who really wants to try this out. Just in case, though, because maybe I just didn't like it because again I didn't understand it because it was just too confusing for me. And there were several people who were out there complaining about the same thing. Because like I said, I tried it on Saturday and it was so damn confusing, right? I think Marathon can be successfully address transparency. I think it could be too, though. I mean, they fixed a couple things. They could come back from it, but the question is, how long will it take for them to come back, and how long will Sony leave that game out there for the comeback to happen? That's the big question, though. Hey, Ray Ray, what's up? Good morning, Ray Ray. How you doing, man? Hope everything's well for you. But chat, that's the big question, though. That's the big question. But like I said, though, chat, go in, give it a try. I said what I said about it. Those were my 2 or 3 cents on it. That's it. But give it a go. Give it a go yourselves, and go in without thinking of what I said. Just go in and judge it for yourself, and then come back to me and say, "Well, Louis, I tried it out, and you were right. Oh yeah, no, Louis, I liked it. It's okay. I won't judge you if you liked it or not. It's no saving that game. Shut it down now," says Ray Ray. Rary, that means Rary, if they get shut down, we won't get a Destiny 3. Oh God, Rary, no. We cannot have another studio shut down over there on Sony. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Speaking about Sony, my friends, Halo proof no matter how good, if the hype leaves, it's over. If the hype leaves, it's over. That's true. That's true. That's another one too that really got. Uh, I'm saving the community, says Ray. Ray, that's a lot of work you got to do, my friend. Because listen, when you got your IGNs and you got all of those guys out there pushing this game, saying, you got to play it, my friends. It's a really good game, and hmm, hmm. Hey. Those words cannot go together. Pig charisma, marathon equals doom? Hell nah. Pig charisma, how can you? Nah, not doom. Not doom my game. You say marathon equals hell. I mean, we can get that, but don't be putting doom because then people will think it's the game, though. Oh, man. Pig charisma making me sad here. Sincere says estimates charting pretty good on the PS and Xbox Player charts. Am I wrong? It's hmm. I don't know about the PlayStation and Xbox charts, but a lot of people seriously just. Not only that, another thing about that game though is that open beta got thrown out on a weekend that you have Resident Evil Requiem out there. I mean, you should have done it last week. Give it a go last week. Let people try it out because even though it's close to launch date, but last week would have been better. Not last weekend, the weekend before last. That would have been a better weekend for you to throw that demo in there and just get away from Resident Evil Requiem because listen, a lot of people are big Resident Evil fans. I know I am one, even though I have not played it yet because I was busy with TCG Simulator. That game sucked me in, right? But at the end of the day, though, it was a busy weekend with Resident Evil to compete against. I mean, shit, it's Resident Evil. It's Resident Evil. That's what happens. So, Chad, like I said, speaking about Sony. Nah, I'm just kidding. I had to do that evil laugh, but you know what? I had to do that, chat. Sorry, but yes, something's happening at Sony. I warned you guys about. It's coming around, and yes, it's happening. Let's see how it goes, but it ain't looking pretty, my friends. And here is the news, my friends. You guys ready for this? Remember, I have talked about this not several tons of times, my friends. I have mentioned this a lot of the times since I've been doing the morning show. I told you guys this is something that's happening out here, and now I cannot read the article. They blocked it. Assholes. So, sorry about that, chat, but it is what it is. So, let me go catch that right now. Hold on, what's wrong with me? Need you. All right, so let's see now. Let me go grab Plumes because I sent it to Plume yesterday, and he sent me another one. So let me see if I can get it, so that way we can talk about it. Hold on, chat. Let me go get it. But basically, Sony battles 2 billion lawsuit claiming UK PlayStation users are overcharged for games. Oh man, I told you guys this is gonna happen sooner or later, and yes. We are going to tackle it now these past couple of days because this is going to be a big lawsuit. I hope the media really covers it because you know how media is, especially when it comes down to Sony. They like to protect Sony too much, unless if they have no other choice. And of course, you know how it is. But yeah, Chad, like I mentioned, I've talked about this several times that they are going through a big lawsuit this year when it came down to this, my friends. Here we go. Got it in. So, Sony faces a 2.7 billion antitrust lawsuit in the UK. The class action alleges that Sony has overcharged its PlayStation users. years. We have talked about this several times, my friends. I told you guys something was going down. Here you go. So, another major antitrust lawsuit has launched in the UK. This time it's against Sony, which could be the hook for almost 2.7 billion for overcharging PlayStation users. A class action lawsuit for about 12.2 million users argues that Sony occupies a dominant position in relation to digital distribution of PlayStation games and in game content, and that has been unfairly charging its UK consumers too much for digital games and in game content purchased through the PlayStation Store. It argues that Sony has a near monopoly. Uh oh. Let's see now. Wait, what are you guys saying? Let me go see what chat's saying. Pause. Again, did what? That's the second one. Last summer, filed a similar lawsuit. But here's what's funny though. Here's what's funny. There are several out there. That's the Netherlands. I think the French put another lawsuit out there, and yes, there are a couple lawsuits when it comes to that. Sony's getting a couple lawsuits right now when it comes to that. And in the States, there was one which they gave up and said, okay, we'll pay the PlayStation user with, what's it called? Chat, help me out. With PlayStation points. I forgot what the points were. But yes. Oh, El Nini. Bad news for you, buddy. 2.7 billion antitrust lawsuit in the UK. So, let's keep reading about it. So, like I said, they were going to pay off. They were going to pay off the 500 million with PlayStation Store points, and the judge says, "Nope, we're not going to deal with that. We're going to go through this case again." And yep, that's what happened, my friends. That's what happens. I'm playing in Angels again. Seems more buggy than before. Laugh out. Really? I did not see bugs in that game as much though. How the heck did you get bugs though? I did not see any bugs on that though. And PlayStation Stars, I think. No. It's called the PlayStation. You know the PlayStation points you buy with the. I forgot the name of it. Hold on. PlayStation points. I forgot. It's not points card. Oh, a PlayStation get. Oh, they want to pay them with gift cards though. That's the thing though. They're going to pay them with digital codes or gift cards, whatever it was, and they said, "Nope, we're not going to take that." So the judge, took that down and said, "We're going back to this lawsuit." So yeah, we're going back to this, and it ain't looking pretty for Sony. So let me keep reading what it says though. So a class action lawsuit for 12.2 million users. A copy. I think I already read that though. In-game content purchased through the PlayStation Store. It argues that Sony has a near monopoly and on add-on content with digital games played through the PlayStation Store, allowing it to set prices and take a 30% commission. The class action encompasses anyone in the UK who owned a PlayStation console and purchased a digital game or made in-game purchases through the PlayStation Store between August 19, 2016 and February 12, 2026. It's being run as an opt-out lawsuit, so anyone meeting the criteria can qualify without taking any action. If the lawsuit is successful, each person could receive about 162 pounds or euros. I think that's pounds though. Yeah, I think that's pounds, which is $217. Sony has argued that the following downloads from third-party stores could bring security and privacy risks. According to Financial Times, it further states that the digital sales commission makes up profit loss for selling their consoles with minimal profit. Oh. The lawsuit follows the success of similar class action. Decided in October, the UK's Competition Appeal Tribunal found that Apple has been abusing its dominant market position and overcharging App Store users. In December, Apple filed an appeal against the 1.5 billion fine, 2 billion fine. So yeah, chat, that's the lawsuit. It's starting to happen, and my friends, we're on the way. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're on the way, my friends. So as this lawsuit is on the way, and it starts at March 10th, so we gotta play close, really close attention to this, because heck, this ain't looking pretty when it comes down to Sony. Yes, this ain't looking pretty. Like I said, there are several lawsuits out there still. I think there's a 7.1. I think this is part of the 7.1 lawsuit that's out there. Let me go see which one that is, though. Let me go see. Sony 7.5. lawsuit. Let me see if I can find it. Hmm. Let me see. CEO of music streaming company Slacker device and Sony Music lawsuit alleges unpaid. No, that's not it. I'm still looking for it, my chat. Hold on. Hmm. But yeah, but there was a 5 billion lawsuit there. I don't know if it got reduced to 2 point something, but I know there was a big lawsuit for like 5.9 billion. I think it was. Yeah, this was it though. I don't know about this lawsuit though. All I know is that up to 9 million UKs. I think it was reduced though. I think they got the number wrong. I don't know what's happening there because this is how it started though, and it seems like it's been reduced. So there you go. Let me paste this right here, my friends. Let's see though, and shout out to the 36 people here on the show. Please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell. Let's go. So, like I said though, this was another lawsuit that was in there. I think it's part of this one. I don't know, but Sony to face 6 billion UK lawsuit for allergy. Did it get reduced though to 2 point something? That's weird because if it was at 6 and reduced it to 2 though, that's a weird one though. I don't know. But let me do a little bit of investigation right here live real quick because I want to know who was champion this one though. But yeah, we have either way though. We got the UK lawsuit right now. We also have the Dutch lawsuit that's on the way too because it's another one that's happening about the same thing. We also have the USA one and there is the French one that is still underway. Let's see how it goes. And let's see what's going to happen with this one though. But Sony giving in on the other one though and said, "Hey, look, we're gonna pay. We're not gonna deal with this lawsuit because it's only 500 billion. So let's pay the people with PlayStation gift cards and get it out the way." I mean, I'm like, I don't know about that though. Ah, it says here, why are those women showing up on your ads? I don't know. I don't know, man. Good question. I don't know. I don't control ads, man. As long as they're not, you know, naked. Because if it was naked, I would have to close down the show and clear this episode before YouTube comes at me, though. But yeah, I don't know why, my friends. I don't know why. I don't know why they're having that ads on that site, though. But they're paying them, not me, though. But yeah, chat, that's the lawsuit that's undergoing right now. And like I said, it starts at March 10th. And we will play very close attention. We will, we will. Good luck with the PS big lawyers. Oh, good luck with that. I mean, and Nene, if they gave in on the USA one, because they did give in, they gave in and said, no, we're not going to deal with this. We're just going to pay the users, with PlayStation points. Oh, man. Harry Balzac, Louis Xbox CEO hired two new marketing leaders. Yes, we will tackle that tomorrow. We're going to let the news go by so we can talk more about it tomorrow. Like I said, I saw that news this morning, and it sucks that I saw it this morning. I already had the show been done and ready to go, and I did not want to do the switch around because, we're talking games today. Of course, we're talking about Marathon. We talked a little about the Sony lawsuit, and now we're going to jump into the big Doom DLC thing in just a few minutes, which is really big. I mean, I want to talk Doom, guys. I'm hyped for Doom. I'm a big Doom fan. I'm getting that DLC day one. Hell yeah. Kingdom Come 2 coming tomorrow to Game Pass. Let's go. Mike Johnson's in the barrels crying somewhere. So, do you want to move to the UK to get free PS funds? Laugh out loud. To buy what though? What am I gonna buy? Oh, at least it gives me Wolverine though. But then I have a couple bucks left. To buy what though? Hmm. Yeah, I did see the Starfield thing, which we will tackle tomorrow. We're tackling that tomorrow, my friends. We're tackling Starfield. We're tackling the marketing thing. There's so much happening out there. Hey, Sour Blow, Sour Blow. What's up, Sour Blow? How you doing, my friend? Hope everything is good and fantastic. Let's see. Promote on what you search, though. They promote on what you search? Really? Well, I mean, here's why Opie's mom was never mentioned on the Andy Griffith, though. I haven't seen Andy Griffith for like 40 years, though. Nah, not really. Like, I remember when we had TBS. I know that Andy Griffith came about, but yeah. Do you know CHOAS Chaos? I don't know. I think I do. Who is he or who is she? Starfield coming to PS5s. The question is, the payoff gonna be worth it for them though? That's a good question though, Pickles. That's a good question. But but it really tears down the whole idea of them being a monopoly when it comes down to their stores. If they find proof that it's a monopoly and that they can take it down, then they are in trouble. They are in trouble, my friends. They are in trouble. That's all. They lose, and at least the consumers win, and that's the point. We cannot let these companies become a monopoly. I keep telling you guys that you cannot let these companies become. These companies do that. Essos from the UK? No, I don't know who he is though. Send him over here. We can invite him for a morning show. Harry Boss says, I don't like Kingdom Come 2. Too much dialogue, and you have to eat often to stay alive. Wow, really? You gotta keep eating? Man, I can imagine me, playing that game. I'll probably be chubby. The chubbiest night out there. And I'll be slow. But I'll be as tough as a sumo wrestler, but I'll be slow as hell though. People would probably kick my butt. Sorry, chat. So yeah. Let's talk the Doom DLC. Hey, Death Leopard, what's up, man? Good morning. Let's talk the big old Doom DLC, my friends. Like I said. And then we're gonna go ahead and see what else is happening out there because Doom DLC, Doom DLC. What am I seeing today though? Hmm. 1 second, my friends. Now, I guess that's old news though, but okay. Um, Safo, what's up, Safo? Good morning. She says we have to be careful thinking of that. Not every company is trying to rip us off. Yep, we got to be really careful though, because look, at the end of the day though, this lawsuit is on the way. It starts on March 10th. We're gonna have to pay close attention to it, see what happens, see what comes up, see what's going on with that. And if Sony is wrong and the consumers win, then heck, good win for the consumers. Like I said, I mean, if it's all true that they have become a monopoly, right? I mean, if it's all true. If it isn't, then, of course, that's it. You mean Doom DLC Sorrows? Sorrows? Oh, Lord. You're saying Sorrows copied off of Doom? Damn. I mean, that was, oh, God. Oh. What countries are hitting Sony with the lawsuits? So let's go look for that real quick. So we have how many countries are suing Sony for anti-consumer on their store? Let's see. Looking for this right now. It's early 2026. Class action. Okay, so you have the UK, Netherlands, and previous legal action in the US. So that's three, though. I know there was a French one. Let me see. Netherlands, Portugal. So here you go. You got United Kingdom. That's one. What says here, multi-billion pound class action lawsuit initiated by consumer advocate Alex Neil represents 12.2. Purchase between August, like I said, read earlier, to March, 2026. So the Netherlands, a Dutch consumer protection foundation, Stichting Machade Consument, if I said it wrong, sorry, launched a class action lawsuit in June 2025 on behalf of an estimated 1.7 million Dutch users, alleging the Sony tax makes digital games up to 47% more expensive than physical copies. So that's two. Portugal, similar class action lawsuit regarding the digital store monopoly have been reported, with Sony facing pressure across the EU. That's three. United States, for the initial lawsuit was dismissed in 2022. A later case in Northern District, California, led to 7.85 million settlement as of February 2026 regarding the illegal elimination of retail competition for digital games. So yeah, there's four losses going around with Sony. So you got the U.S., Portugal, Netherlands, and the U.K. And I know there was a French one though. I don't know what happened to that one though. I don't know if it was taken away or if it's continuing out there. But yes, there's four losses right now with Sony against its store, my friends, against its store. So let's see what's going to happen next, my friends. Let's see what's going to happen next with that. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right. It's me, the broke boy Lewis, with a beautiful and awesome $5 super chat. He says, Wario 64 just posted that Starfield coming to PS5 on April 7th. Pre-orders to start around March 17th based on the leak. That's by that Bill Kun guy. What? But who in the blue hell is that guy? Hmm. Bill Kun guy. That's new. So wait, we're gonna take. So the question is, chat. We're gonna take now someone's word again. Now we're back to that again. We're gonna do the trust me dude source, or the trust me some dude source. Sorry, some dude, trust me, some dude, or some bro, whatever source that is. We're going back to that. Oh, for fuck's sakes! I can't believe this. Go back to that car crap. So they're all out there hopping around because of that, though. Oh no! Oh no! Not again. Hmm. Let me see. Bro, boy. So 2 days before Christmas Desert. I mean, look. I don't know if it's true or not because it's a leaker that said it, though. But it'll be interesting to see if it is true, though. Because, like I said, though, I have receipts. I'm gonna have fun with that. Oh, that could be the guy, who tells, he probably is that guy who's the higher up in Microsoft that tells, who from that other channel, who I'm talking about, and it tells them, yeah, hey, that's probably that higher up they talk about. Yep. Yeah. Our PlayStation has no games. I heard that too, but it's true though. Oh, they got Wolverine though. And Marathon is looking so pretty, and Horizon Hunter's Gathering is not looking pretty either. Good luck to them. R64 is pretty good. I don't think he posts something he doesn't actually think it may be correct. I mean, World Boy, if it's true, cool. Like I said, I got receipts. I got receipts, my friend. I got receipts. But we're gonna tackle that tomorrow, my friends, because or do you guys want me to tackle it today? Because there's so much, going on out there. The old one is up, not the new updated one. Okay, let's see though. I don't know what you got. Let me go check Discord. What else is happening out there before I jump into the big old Doom DLC situation here? Because I want to keep. Oh, there it is though. Yeah, Bill Condolebs Starfield coming to PS5 April 7, 26 with a retail release price around March. Standard is going to be 50, 45. Premium is going to be 60, 70, 60. Hmm. Hmm. I thought people were saying Starfield was never coming to PlayStation. I mean, I'm the guy that says never say never. I'm done with saying never. Whoever says never say never, you cannot be that person. You cannot say never, though. So another thing that's going on out there that I see though is that Hiroki Titoki, there's like a posts out there. Oh, it says here. Oh, that's from Go Gaming. Okay. Oh God. I knew there was something weird. I was like, let me search for this, and then I found out it's Go Gaming. Okay, it's good. PS guys said Starfield was trash. Yes, Safo. I've got receipts, Safo. I've got receipts, and I'm gonna keep my eye open when it comes down to that. As said for a while, Starfield was coming. I was surprised it wasn't at least announced by the end of last year. Same here though. They have marathon to play. Both fanboy cry, but guess what? PC gets both your games plus on top of all third-party games and all indie games. What do you mean both fanboys cry? Because it's kind of weird though. On Xbox, they don't cry though, because we know that it's because it's 2014. Why did they gotta cry? There was only one person who cried out there about their games going to PC, and that was Crack Gamer. That's it. Crack Gamer was the only one who cried. I mean, I don't know who else cried, but yeah, I mean, that's all I know about. Never Say Never was done since Helldivers 2 dropped to Xbox. Laugh a lot. Oh, that's when it was said, though. I mean, chat, look, I always say never, right? Even though, same thing with Sony games. I mean, do I believe they might try to Xbox one day? Let's say Spider Man, all that stuff. Yeah, why not? Might happen. Why not? I mean, you guys are playing the Rock Ally X right now, so Xbox Rock Ally X, so why not? It can happen, though. Same thing with the Valve, but looks like it's sold well on PS Store. Facts seen online. Kid Smooth. Oh, Kid Smooth. What did Kid Smooth do now? A lot of Xbox has said Starfield was never going to PlayStation. No, I mean you got Gears on PlayStation. You got Halo going to PlayStation. Why not Starfield? I mean that was, you know, me. It was seen out there. Never say never. That's what I say. Never say never. Guys, never say never. I believe that's going to happen one day. And Sony Fab was like, no, it's not ever going to happen. It's not ever going to happen. I'm like, bro, yeah. Hi, everyone. All right, let me read something. You have seen reports about Nancon's financial situation. It is true this is a difficult moment for us. We want to address it directly. Yes, things are challenging. No, this is not the end. We decided to postpone NACON Connect to work even harder on launch upcoming games and unveil the new games once the situation will be stabilized. Good news from Nikon though. What hasn't changed? Our announced releases remain on track and we'll still have many projects in development. We're confident we'll get through this and look forward to bringing Nikon Connect back as soon as we can to focus on what matters, our games and accessories. Thank you for your continued support. The Nacon team. Okay. Phew. Nacon is still battling this, my friends. Thank God. Thank God. Uh, Laura Fries. Not even going to address that. Not even going to spend my time on Laura Fries again. What's her name? Laura. Sorry, chat. Let's see. Because I don't understand something. Why did Laura come out and talk about this now and not talk about this before? That's what I don't get though. But okay, I mean that happens. Sucks. Bad, they were forcing you to wear a bathrobe, but damn, I'm just not gonna address that though. Oh, so this is a rumor though. Okay, yeah. But I don't understand something though. And I got a question about the Starfield rumor, right? Why are they so desperate to get Starfield when they said it was bad? I mean, you had someone out there who spent almost 200 hours in the game and said the game had there was nothing to do. But bro, you spent 200 hours into it. And what do you mean there's nothing to do? You spent 200 hours in that damn thing. I mean, that's the area what I just don't understand though. You spent 200 hours in the game and yet you say it sucks. Did you leave it on though? Or what? Or did you fall asleep? Never say ever, never say, never ever say never ever. Let's see though. Phil said in an interview with Paul Tassi a week after that 4 games show was asked directly if Starfield was coming to PS5. His response was, "Never rule anything out. PS fanboys ignore that." There you go. Never said, never done. When the devs lied on Series S and eventually Black Myth Wukong dropped on Xbox, apparently it turned running really well on Series S. I remember Death Stranding was hate by the Xbox fans, calling it a walking sim. But as soon as it dropped, went on Xbox fans said they changed their mind about the game. Oh, at least they came by and said they changed their mind, though. For example, it was a said when we lost some exclusive. But it seems like Xbox is helping them IMO. Sorrows like mid, dropping in March. Marathon is a dumpster fire, dropping in March, but Starfield in April. Interesting thing right there. I mean, if the port's ready, they're going to launch it, though. But remember, this is a rumor. This has not been confirmed yet to be actually true. It's a rumor. They're just hyping a rumor out. And even though Bro Boy says, Wario goes in and says something, but look, right now, everybody's trying to look for that engagement, looking for it. They're trying to get that engagement out there. Everybody's working on that. Because remember what happened last week. It's like Microsoft died, not died though. Like I was ready for it, Chad. I mean, I was ready for all the negative news when, we saw the announcement of new CEO change, right? We saw the announcement. I saw incredible how many YouTubers logged in the same time to talk about the CEO change, going up in feelings, saying a bunch of things. I'm like, bro, let the data come in, see what's happening. Everybody jumped on it to get that, like, oh my God, this is big. Let's get the feelings out, and express that, oh, it's going to die because Phil left. I mean, let the data jump in, my friends, because there's a lot of information happening. It's just a CEO change. It don't mean that Microsoft is going to die because they changed CEOs. I mean, I'm just laughing when I said. Oh my God! Sorry about that, chat. I think I'm coming down with a cold today. Actually, never was done. Insomniac said that Spider-Man was never coming to Xbox or PC, and look how, yeah, exactly. We've seen that before. The next Xbox is a PC confirmed by Epic Games. Yep. I'm recently rumored answered it. Let me see. Since there's actually never done when someone said that. Yep, 100%. Yes, I have received some receipts of the two Xbox channels says Starfield will be never playable on PS5. So would you say that those channels were wrong in saying that though? Would I say they were wrong though? I mean, look, here's the thing though, right? When you see something change, you gotta keep. I mean, I know you want to go out there and try to keep the fans pleased, by saying, "No, it's never gonna happen." You cannot be that person that says it's never gonna happen, though. You gotta be that person that says, "Well, since the market has changed, we probably see it going over there." You gotta be like 50-50 on this because you don't know if it's going to happen or if it's not, though. But you can never be that guy though that says, "No, it's never gonna happen," and then when it does happen, we're like, "Well, you said it was never, and look at it, it's over here." You gotta watch out what you say out there, though. But if they in their hearts believe it wasn't happening, then that's what they believe. Then, yeah. They want Starfield for bragging points. To brag about what, though? What? Never like for all eternity, laugh a lot. I don't recall anyone saying that, but people on the internet speak in hyperbolic tones. Everyone, no one, never, nothing flop, stellar. Yep. Laura Fries, I think. Nothing to do, as in nothing to say negative about it. Laugh out loud. Dreamcast guy said he completed the main mission for Starfield 5 times and said it was boring. Oh my God. That could not be true, though. I think you're just trolling right there when you said that, though. Now, I don't want to having a damn thing. Louis, hours and data driver is 135. Ah, yes. I did spend a lot of time in that game, though. Check TCG, though. Laura Fryer. There you go. Thank you for that. Did I say Fryer? Sorry about that. Laura Fryer, though. Uh, did you guys see Blessings crash out? This is huge. How Pony's brain rot on full display. I already talked about that. And then he came out and kind of like apologized, I think it was. But either way, though, I'm not spending my energy on that, dude. It was no. I mean, dude, if you came out and said something wrong, like that you were mad because you did not get an interview, like get the tough questions out there. Like, what was gonna be your questions though at this very fucking moment? Are you gonna change the game pass strategy? And she will basically tell you, I have to sit here and look at things. That's the only answer she can give you. Are you gonna be depressed? Like, what were the tough questions on a new CEO jumping in there? You're gonna ask some questions that you probably won't know the answers, so then you guys can go out there and say, "Well, the new CEO doesn't know jack shit," because that's what probably what you guys are gonna say out there, knowing you all. And then you're gonna have everyone out there from like the old guys from Microsoft, like Peter Moore, saying, when I came in the gaming scene, I did not know, like I didn't know nothing about it. And then later on, I started to evolve, and learn about what's happening in here, and it got better at it. That's what's gonna happen. So again, what was the tough questions going to be? Seriously, what's the questions going to be? I know Dream came out there and said, that the PR talk, the roots of Xbox, that Phil said, because seriously, he came out and said, let me rephrase that. I know probably Phil said it, but at the end of the day, he did return to the roots of Xbox when it came down to the games. Now this time, probably the roots of Xbox is going to be the aggressive Xbox that we miss, because we got the games now, though. That's the truth. We got it. I know it's PR talk, but it's there. So, okay, so yeah, you're saying, okay, so basically, yeah, you're saying that those guys were wrong. It's their own opinion, my friend. I mean, look, people can go out there and say what they want to say. It's their own opinion. Doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. It's their opinion. I mean, if they believe that, it was not going to be there, or if it's not going to happen, if they believe that, and then it comes out, they're going to get their receipts though. I for me, I always say this. I always say never. I cannot be that guy, who can say this is never going to happen. With right now the way the industry is, because I always said this and I always pinpoint this on the channel. The industry these days is not the same as it was last generation. If we sat there and talked last gen stuff, I would be one saying, no, this is never gonna happen. This is never gonna go here. I would probably say that last gen. But this gen, what did I learn though? And that's the main thing I learned, that with everything that's happening, people are not buying games. All this stuff that's happening out there, these companies have changed their ways. They have. All of them have. All of them. Except for Nintendo because it still works for them. But when it comes down to Microsoft and Xbox, they have literally changed pretty much everything. They did. Blessings gave a BS apology. He only did it because Greg chewed him out behind closed doors. I mean, what he did was not correct, my friends. I mean, that was not a proper thing to do. Because look, you may not agree with people's opinions. It's okay for not agreeing with people's opinions. No problem with that. But you went out there bashing Jess Gordon in such a rude manner that was just, he got there. And if he got his interview, that's good. And you got to applaud him for that. You got to give him, if it wasn't the questions you wanted him to ask, it's okay. Because again, she is a new CEO, and the questions that we as Xbox fans, we got the questions we wanted to know. Like, what is the return of Xbox? What is the go back to its roots? What is all this stuff? Those were the main questions. Because already Matt Booty answered the other ones. Matt Booty answered the other ones. Is there going to be changes or anything? They literally came out and said nope. Matt Booty came out and said, we're not going to change nothing. So if already Matt Booty said that, we already know the answer to that. So what we need to know is what she meant by this, though. That's just to be 100% honest, bro, boy. Phil started the whole only 4 games thing when he could have said fewer some games are going to PS. So we also had to so you also agree to that. Now the thing is though, partly Phil said we're gonna send 4 games out there, and partly he said it just because this is a try though. This is a tryout probably. It was kind of like a trial thing, but at the end of the day though, when you see those trials go out there and they're successful, of course they're gonna start porting everything else over there. Because at the end of the day, these companies need the cash. All of them do. And while people try to fanboy and defend to the end what PlayStation does or doesn't or anything, um, shit. Look what's happening out there in general. Nobody's buying games. Only 4%. I mean, the other day, even Legal posted that tweet of only 4% of gamers are actually buying games, and that's bad though. That's awful. In the U.S., that's awful, my friends. Awful, awful stuff. Sincere says, I never thought Forza Horizon 5 was going to go to PlayStation, but I was wrong. Life goes on. Hey, and it brought some good cash in at the end of the day, though. Blessings only want to take the interview for console war take. Exactly. That's what I see, though. I mean, if you want to take an interview for console war, because like I said, what were the tough questions? To a CEO that is jumping into gaming right now, literally, what was going to be those questions, though? So then media can go out there and say the CEO doesn't know jack shit? I mean, come on, chat. Give me a second. Let me go get some more water, my friends. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, my friends. Give me one little second. Be right back. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to get some water because I keep coughing a lot. I think I'm coming down with something, my friends. Sorry about that. No, the coughing. So, like I was saying, though, where was I? And they all games going everywhere, and everybody plays exactly. Like that's how you gotta say it, my friend. That's how you gotta see it. Because at the end of the day, when games go everywhere, it's a good thing. Jess said he had 10 minutes for both Asha and Matt, and what was going to be able to ask in that time frame, he asked what I wanted. But she made the return of Xbox statement exactly. But going out there and saying the comments he said was a pretty rude gesture, though. I gotta say, though. I mean, look, even if I tried to do it, if I got the if let's say I got an interview though, I would have pretty much asked those questions too. I mean, he was spot on with those questions because that's the things you wanted to understand what was happening. While Mina was out there crapping on everything, right? Like always, because anything Xbox you got to get crapped on, right? 100%. Um, oh man, I'm not feeling good, chat. I think I'm coming down with something. So let's say the industry's imploding on itself. I don't think it's some. We'll see another video game crash like the '80s, but it's getting crazy. Yeah, it is. It's getting crazy out there. It's getting crazy, my friends. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. PC, Xbox Cloud, and mobile is a huge user base. Targeting the PS is sound financial decisions. The devices are already sold and installed. MS did not have to manufacture and ship them all. Hmm. Hmm. But why is it Xbox ever has the tough questions? They never ask for PS. They can't even criticize PS. I mean, where was the Herman Host interview when or what was the Jim Ryan interview when Concord shut down? What was those interviews that never happened? Where were they? Where was the interview when Herman Host shut down Blue Point or Sony shut down Blue Point? Where is that at? I mean, that's the question we got to ask. Where's that at? Oh yeah, he acted like a kid who had his toys taken away. You think if Asha would have chose KF to do her first interview, he would have said nope, don't do us to bigger outlets, or no, he'd say thank you. A lot of games came out this week. There you go. Unlike Xbox porting the PS, that that is not an economic business stance. Just found your channel today. Really liking your style and channel. Good work. Thank you, IS Girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, we just sit here. You know, I read what you guys said. You know, and we have a cool conversation. You know, and just chill out. I'm not touching marathon. Good luck. Oh no, Louis. Did you know that Front Software rejected the idea of Bloodborne remake? Yeah, I know they did. I know that was basically it, but kind of funny though because, like I always say, they want to blame From Software. They want to blame someone for something that they want to blame someone for something that they want to look for the but. That's the problem. They want to look for the but. But the true but on why Blue Point shut down is y'all did not buy the game. That's the but. That's it. Because Sony has so much IP they could have remade. I mean, they got Legend of Dragoon they could have remade. The Legend of Dragoon could have been remade and could have been out there. That would have been a big one, especially. It's like, oh, Blue Point didn't have nothing to do, bro. Legend of Dragoon, and if they got shut down now, right? I mean, if you guys saw the success of Clear Obscure, and we're 3 months in December, you saw that. You should have said Blue Point, work on Legend of Dragoon. Let's bring that back. Let's make that game successful, like Clear Obscure. That would have been a big choice, you know, for them to make, and they would have done something good. But my friends, it is what it is. Yeah, they pitched Bloodborne, but at the end of the day, sorry, Chad, I'm coughing a lot. I'm not feeling good. I'm getting. I think I'm coming down with a cold though, or something. I don't know. I feel like I don't know why. It's just like, eh. So sorry, I'm coughing a lot, Chad. You know, I'll be right back. Chad. Give me 1 second. Let me go get some medicine, just in case though, because I'm feeling kind of weird. Be right back. Be right back. Let me go get some medicine. One second, Chad. Sorry about this. All right, I'm back, Chad. Got the medicine. Let's see how it goes. So, Louis, don't get high on your own supply. Rule number one. No, no, no. I'm feeling weird though. I have like today is a day where I'm feeling like extra weird. It's like I don't know why, but I feel like my body's like, ooh. You know when you feel like like weird. I don't know why I'm feeling that weird. But I took some medicine now. Let's see how that reacts and get away whatever the heck I have inside me. So let's move it on up, chat, because you know we've been on a rant today about everything that happened last week. Because I know, we're tired, chat. We're tired of media doing what it's doing. We're tired of seeing all that stuff, you know. And I know how it is, chat. We just gotta always keep it positive, my friends. Always try to keep it positive. Did you get enough rest? I think I got like 5 or 6 hours in, or seven. I think it was 70. I got 7 hours of rest though. But I'm not feeling good though. I'm having one of those days where you're just like woozy. And you know, I'm a bit woozy right now. I'm a bit woozy. I mean, let me check my blood pressure if I'm having. I mean, that's good though, at least. But I don't know. I think I'm coming down with a cold or something because since Friday or Saturday, I've been feeling like like I'm about to get something. You know when you have something that you're about to get, and not only that, I have the AC on and I'm sweating, so that tells you that something's happening. I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling good. So let's move it on up, Chad. Let's move it on up. I already took some medicine. Let's see how it goes. And yeah, here we go. Paste. So now this news I'm happy about. This news I'm excited about because look, Chad. At the end of the day, who the heck does not want this to happen? Who in the hell does not want a Doom DLC, my friends? Who doesn't want this? Of course, I want this, and I'm happy. It's basically as big as a sequel. You need like dead rest. We think or resting, and we're not. You shouldn't be able to hear any surround sound while sleeping. Probably is that though. I think I need to really take like a rest though because I yesterday had to work a lot and do a couple things yesterday. Oof, I had a lot of work yesterday, my chat. I had a lot of work and got home, Sunday work. And so I think that's it though. That's it though. But yeah, I'll take a rest after that though. After this, I'm gonna sit here, take a little rest, I'm gonna relax, turn on the TV, take a little nap. I already took some medicine. Let's see how I start feeling after that though. Doom the Dark Ages DLC is freakingly huge, says director. It's basically like a sequel. Doom fans, you have a lot to look forward to in the upcoming DLC for the Dark Ages, according to the game director Hugo Martin. In a new Slayers Club live stream, Martin dropped a bunch of previous unknown information about the Untitled DLC, which doesn't yet have release dates. The stream was almost 2 hours long, so there's no way to break down every little detail, but suffice it to say there's gonna be a ton of new stuff. Take a drink. That pulls. Oh, that really does. I should take it. Yeah, just take a bottle of whiskey and drink it. Now I already drank some meds. It's called Algo and it's antigripal. It's for and yeah, it eliminates the pain and all this stuff. Yeah, it's let's see how it goes though. But I'm starting to feel a bit better though, because earlier I was like, oh man, but I think I'm coming down with something because I got a headache now. So yeah, and my nose is getting congested. No. So let's keep reading though. There's gonna be a ton of new stuff. Safo says, I want to see remake of the first Doom in the new id Tech engine. Ooh. Well, which Doom? Which one? The 2016 Doom or the old Doom from the back in the old days? It's massive, said Martin. It's so big. Pause. Look, guys, I know that it's been ultimately a while since we shipped the main game and you're waiting for the DLC, but just know that it's freaking huge. Pause again. It's basically like a sequel. I mean, that's what it feels like. It's ginormous. Pause again. Stop using those words. Pause. No, I'm just messing. A lot of what was talked about on the stream is extremely vague, but I think the point Martin and senior community lead Joshua Boyle tried to get across is that the DLC will be mechanically very different from the main game. The DLC is nothing like this, said Martin. As he played the main game on stream, what I've been playing in the DLC, I haven't been playing like this. In terms of specifics, Martin revealed that there will be a new spirit weapon, possibly tied to some sort of dash, sleep, or teleport ability, but again, vague, vague, vague. Sadly, nothing was revealed about release timing for the DLC, but Martin said the teaser trailer is a little ways out there. All right, awesome. We're going to get a trailer coming out soon. Ooh, man, Chad, I'm hyped for this thing. This thing I'm hyped for, my friends. This thing I'm hyped for because, man, it's Doom. I love Doom. Doom, for me, will always be my number one game of all time. It gives me everything I want. It gives me demons. It gives me hell. It gives me guns. And it gets me the opportunity to take down the damn devil. Yes, it gives me gore, guts, and everything I want in a video game. Yes. Oh, really? But I think the old video game though, Safo, is Doom One though. They just call it Doom 2016, but it's basically Doom. What was it called? Doom. I know Doom 2 is Hell on Earth though. Hold on, 1 second though. All right, let's go look for Doom. Because the first Doom was just called Doom though. Doom. Period. It was just Doom. So basically, story wise though, because I gotta see though. All right, 1993 Doom, 1993 Doom, 1993 Doom. All right, so basically Doom 1993. All right, so let's see what Doom 1993 is all about. Well, let me see. Where's the plot? Doom is divided into 3 episodes, each containing eight main levels. Because I did not know this, just in case. All I know is I go in and just take everything down. That's it. The Knee Deep in Dead, The Shores of Hell, and Inferno, a fourth episode that Fleshly Consume, was added to the expanded version. The Ultimate Doom release 2 years after Doom. The campaign contains very few plot elements with a minimal story present, because I know this game did not have a story though the instruction manual and text description between episodes. In the future, an unnamed Marine is posted at dead end assignment on Mars after assaulting a superior officer who ordered his unit to fire on civilians. Wow, I did not know this. Hmm. The Union Aerospace Corporation, which operates radioactive waste facilities there, allows the military to conduct secret teleportation experiments that turn deadly. Based on Phobos' urgent request of military support, while Deimos disappears entirely, the Marine joins the combat force on secure Phobos. He secures the perimeter and response team is wiped out. With no way off the moon and armed with only a pistol, he enters the base intent of revenge. Good thing, 2016 kind of changed that though. It was kind of weird though. Hmm. That was kind of a weird plot though. Like, okay, he punched his officer, now he's get to go to Mars or something. Because well, I mean, they were killing civilians though. Good guy though. So basically, the story behind this is they decided to make a teleportation thing, and all hell broke loose, and now he's out there, for trying to stop hell from going to Earth, and that's how you got Doom 1993, and then we have the Doom on what was it? Doom Hell on Earth, which was part two though, that came out. What was it, a year later or 2 later? I don't remember. But I remember when Doom Hell on Earth come out, that was the very first Doom I played. That was the very first Doom I played. That one had the double barrel shotgun, and man, it was I loved it. I love it. But I think Doom 2016 is basically Doom 93 though, and Doom Eternal is because you saw him launching from the castle going to down to Earth though, and I think that Doom Eternal is Doom Hell on Earth though. That's what I think it is. Doom on OG Xbox was good though. Which one? Doom 3 though? Because look, I know Doom. I think didn't Doom 3 come out? Yeah, Doom 3. When did Doom 3 come out on Xbox? Doom 3 on Xbox. When did it come out though? Because Doom 3 kind of changed the things around. Doom 3 was kind of like a horror game. It felt like it was a scary game though, because you were going through corridors and stuff like that, and it was pretty much like sometimes you had like a jump because there wasn't that much music playing around. Doom 3 on Xbox release dates. I remember Doom 3 came out in, yeah, there you go. 2003 was the time it came out, and then it came out in 2005. So yeah, it was back in the OG Xbox days. I remember I built a PC just to play this game, my friends. Seriously, I built a PC back in the day just to play Doom 3, which on PC I loved it. It was fucking phenomenal. Hands down. Doom 3 is my favorite Doom, really? It is? For me, it's always going to be Doom 2. It's always going to be Doom 2. Doom 2. Doom 2 is always going to be my favorite game. Always going to be. When did Doom 2 come out, though? Doom 2 release date. Doom 2 release date? Let's see, though. 1994. So it was a year later though. So it was Doom 2, Hell on Earth. Hmm. Yeah, because the thing is, I think Doom 2016 was that the other. Because who was the final boss in Doom 2016 though? But Sour Blow, I did get to 100 likes though. So you're pretty late on that one though. You're pretty late on that idea, my friend. I'm not gonna do a perrita here live. I'm sorry. Doom was a PC game, first released a few levels as shareware on the internet. It was awesome, blew up, especially at colleges. Doom 2016 and 1993 are very different, but share in similar spirit. Yeah, I know that they're very different though, because even the story was different in Doom 2016. But but basically, Doom 2016 is like where it all started. This new one. Today, I mean, no, no. I mean, I'm not seeing how many likes I have right now. I got to refresh the screen in order to see it. Let me see. I have likes in total. I have right now, Sablo, 27 likes. So I think it's no. I think it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. My God, I think I'm coming down with something though. I'm feeling weird. So let's see though. What else is happening out there, my friends? Besides, their hiring marketing team and Starfield, the rumor that's been spreading like crazy. So let's see. La 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 la. What is happening out there? La 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 la. Oh, so we're getting a new scary movie? Oh wait, I thought that was streamed though. Let me see. New Gran Turismo in development. Oh, okay. New Gran Turismo in development, my friends. Mm. Yeah, I just saw something David Jaffe said. I'm like, oh god, not again. Come on, chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out. So yeah, everything right now on social media for today is all about. Mm-hmm. It is all about my friends. It's all about. I used to get motion sickness in original Doom on PC. What? Really? No way. How can you get sickness on that monitor though? Because the monitor wasn't uncomfy though. I mean, that big ass TV monitor. Wow, that's incredible. I don't know you can get motion sickness off of that. I know something that I got sick from. That was from the what's that thing called? The Nintendo thing. Um, uh, hmm. What was that thing? That VR thing. The what was it called? The little VR thing you put in your head. Check it out. Good topic. All right, let me go see if I can find it. South Blow. Let me go check. David Cohen have a PSP. Let's see what Sour Blow sent me. Yeah, I did see that, but we're gonna tackle that tomorrow, my friend. Sour Blow, we're gonna tackle that tomorrow because I'm leaving news for tomorrow because this news came out today, and I want to tackle that tomorrow because there's a lot to tackle now when it comes to this. I have a PSP 3000. It's very cool handheld. I'm liking it. I'm finally playing on a different company's gaming device, and the UMD format makes sense for a profitable console. Nintendo Labo. No, it was not Nintendo Labo. It was a Virtual Boy. There you go, Virtual Boy. Thank you for that, Virtual Boy. Now that thing made me dizzy. The Virtual Boy. Good God. Mm. Mm. Mm-mm. That was awful. Man, I got dizzy. And now they remade that thing. I'm like, why? What? But I will not. I don't. Sometimes I don't understand things of Nintendo, but yeah, I mean, if they think it's cool and all right, Nintendo, I mean, you go for it. So let's see though. Uh, let's see what else is out there besides the marketing of Xbox, which I'm really happy about. I gotta really read about it to really nail that thing. Wait a minute. Witcher Three's new expansion really does exist. Oh, so we're getting another Witcher 3 expansion though? When is Paul Moro? What's up, Paul Moro? How you doing, man? Good morning. But here's the thing though. Why? Why do we need another Witcher 3 DLC though? But all right, if you guys want to bring it, cool, bring it. I mean, hell, why the heck not? Bring it. And now everybody's on the Starfield bandwagon. You gotta love this. Everybody wants to grab that. So we got Pokemon Pokopia reviews. Oh, so Pokemon Pokotopia got 10 from Tech Radar, Silicon Era 10, VGC 10, The External 10, CD Magazine 10, Screen Hub 10, IGN 9, GameStop 9, Games Radar 9, Game Informer 9, The Sixth Access 9, The New York Times 9, Nintendo Life 8. Nintendo Life, how come you did not give your own game a 10? Wow. Come on, man. You should have given it a 10, though. I mean, everybody else gave it a 10. Wow, who was doing that review? Nintendo Life. Eurogamer an 8, and the gamer gave it a 6. Wow, was it really that bad? You gave it a 6? Yeah, damn. He must be pissed off. Uh-oh. Well, High Guard. Bye. I can't believe they keep bringing up High Guard, though. Just get ready for the shutdown. We don't need come on. Come on. At least Nintendo is not biased like the PS gamers does with their it's High Guard. And there was High Guard. I mean, they keep talking about High Guard, that they did not have any more money and stuff like that. I mean, come on. What about High Guard? Well, the news about High Guard is this. This is what they say, though, and I'm not going to read that because I'm just tired of so much, like, shit. Let me tell you something. This is what you got to do. Stop going out there and talking about it. Fucking try to find a way to get some cash and fix the damn thing. I mean, it's been bad news after bad news with the damn game. If you're not going to fix it, then shut the damn thing down. Since your sources claim the High Guard devs were told Wildlight Entertainment was out of money, following Trouble launched to its free to play shooter. If it's out of money, then shut it down. Seriously, just do it. Stop getting all these negative talks and get working on your next project. If you're gonna work on the next project, start working on it. If it's not gonna work, send it off. Oh wait, now if you guys have hope it's gonna work, then get it working and stop talking. Work. It's tiring how much you guys talk out there. I mean, for the past like 2 months, I've been just seeing, oh, High Guard is dead. High Guard's going down. No more players on High Guard. It's Jeff Keighley's fault. Jeff Keighley this. Good God, get it working. TW3 was huge. Installed base. TW3. They couldn't sell the new DLC. Oh, The Witcher 3 was huge install base, 60 mega. Yeah. They couldn't sell the new DLC for 10 or 20 to clean up. Interesting. The PSP was a big because Sony knew that they would need a more powerful handheld. One of my favorite games of that is Star Wars: The Force Unleashed because it's different from the Xbox 360 port. Nice. 9 that POS Spider-Man 2 proved that journals knows nothing. As an OG Spidey fan, that game was an insult. Oh man. I mean, I heard like for Spider-Man, it was like what's it called? There was like how do I say this though? Like the Spider-Man 2, I heard two things. I heard some good things it's like 50-50. Like some people liked it, some people didn't. It's a 50-50 scenario when it comes down to Spider-Man though. I'm being serious though. I mean that's what I heard from about Spider-Man. Did anyone try Marathon? Yes, I did play Marathon for 45 minutes and I gave my 2 cents on it. But I did tell the chat, no matter how I saw it though, give it a try, play it, and then come back and tell me if you liked it or not. And it's okay if you liked it or not. I'm not gonna like downsize you because you like it or anything. No, no, nothing like that. I mean, because look, I didn't like it though. It's just not my game. They gotta fix a couple things, for me to say, okay, it's good. You know? All right, so let's go. Hmm. Agree. Yep. Marathon looks like the PS1. Damn. Oh, good God! Always on the slander. But yeah, everything is roaming around. Going around the Starfield rumor. I'm starting to wonder, like, why does everyone want to get that one click out there? Yeah, we need to say this, to get the clicks. And I got a question though. But what happens if it's not gonna come out? What are you guys gonna say next? Seriously, more like a Game Boy Color game? Damn, I don't think. I think even Game Boy Color games are better than that one though. Sorry, Chad. I had to say that. I had to say that just to be funny though. So let's see though. What else is out there? Let me see. Not PS1 level, but very simple shading compared to current games. Yeah, I mean the game is different though. Sega. It's very different though. Yeah, don't do it. Buy a marathon. I'm trying to save you from boredom. Buy marathon now. Global launch on March 5th. Okay, keep promoting it. Good luck. Hope you guys fix it by March 5th. But me, I mean, for what I played, I'm not gonna buy it. It's just not for me. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna spend those $40 for that game. But either way, though, Chad, if you guys want to try it, go for it. Give it a go. Try it out. I mean, don't stop because you heard me saying that it's not good or anything. I didn't like it, but go for it. Give it a shot, man. Give it a shot. Have fun. If you like it, good. If you don't, done. No more. So let's see now. Wow, like the whole video game news is all about Starfield launching on PlayStation 5 from a rumor. Wow. You got more views if it gives you put Xbox is dead in the title. Oh. Hmm. Yep, you got to put that on the title. That's why, when Xbox makes a boo boo, of course I do the Xbox is dead title. Same thing with PlayStation. I said the PlayStation was dead last week when they shut down Blue Point. Why not? Why not? I will do it because at the end of the day, though, who goes out there and says Xbox is dead all the time? So heck, that's the jab to you because he did not put it out there. He stayed all quiet. He just said they shut down and that's it. Wow. What happens if Starfield doesn't come to PlayStation, Louis? Do you honestly believe it's not going to PlayStation? It's damn near confirmed. Nothing. What else is going to happen, though? I mean, what? We continue with the lies. We play another game that comes out. I mean, that's what we got to do. I mean, nothing else. I mean, like, what would you want me to say though if it doesn't come? I mean, that's not going to affect me. That's not going to bother me. That's not going to piss me off. It will piss off the people who are spreading the rumor, though. That's their problem. But it's not going to piss me off though because I already played it. I already finished it, and hey, come back to it. If a DLC comes out, I'll come back to it and have fun because it's a fun game though. But if it doesn't go, it doesn't. If it does, cool. I mean, at the end of the day, it won't affect me though. I will not be pissed off about it. But I'll laugh at the people who were jumping up and down for it, though. You know what I mean, though, like laughing, like like trolling. But of course, just for fun, though, just for fun, nothing personal. Don't forget, Destiny was a hot mess when it first dropped. Then it became great. I remember Destiny. Yeah, you're right about that. I gotta give you that one though. Be right back, chat. I gotta go pee. Be right back. Gotta go take a tinkle. Sorry about that. Oh my god, I've done everything today. That's because I drank a lot of water because I wasn't feeling good. Oh, yeah. Be right back, my friends. Be right back. Be right back. Be right back. right, chat. I'm back. Sorry about that. I hope this is the last run I do today. Um, let's see though. Should get my marathon headset controller on Wednesday. Maybe collector's item someday, like the Conquer controller. Oh God. As Louis as Louis playing the diver in the bathroom. Well, when it comes down to mobile, I will play it in the bathroom. Yes, and I know Joy will too. Even though they're both wrong, who is more wrong, bro? Boy, people who said it would never go to PlayStation, or people who said it come to PlayStation earlier than it did. Like, I got a question though. I mean, I'm gonna ask you a serious question though. Why are you like why? How can I ask this question? Like, why are you so worried about what if a person was wrong or right though? What are you so worried about? I'm trying to understand that area though. I'm just trying to pave the way to understand this though. Marathon should have been a third person and free to play option. Oh well, yeah, Diego Six. I guess I'm asking. That's a serious question. Like, why are you worried? Like, what if someone is wrong, another person is right? You sound like you're like someone did something to you out there on a show or challenge you or something, and you have to get that right though. That's what it feels like though. But look, at the end of the day though, like what would change though? If Starfield goes to PlayStation, what would change? Starfield's just on PlayStation. We just keep playing the games. I mean, what like I'm trying to understand like what will be the major impact to the Xbox to an Xbox fan if Starfield does go to PlayStation? I mean, what will be the major impact though? Because we already saw Gears. We know Halo's going over there, and those are the main titles. We know Forza's already there though. I'm just trying to understand well, why is it like a big impact if it does? It's like, what? Are we gonna get aggravated, or pissed off about it? Nah, you're already seeing enough of that, though. And now Destiny isn't great, though. I know what you mean, though, about the Destiny thing. But the thing is, this one though is kind of weird. This is not a Destiny though. This is another thing though. It's X Twitter ammo. Oh, it's one of those got to go out there and fight people. Because I mean, look, James one day tagged me, not tagged me. I mean, James one day, grabbed me because, I was excited about something. Then the next day, he picked up a clip because I looked kind of sad. And I was like, I'm never sad. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? I mean, the only thing that I was sad about, which was that I read the whole Nikon thing, about RoboCop. Of course, I know that one made me sad because I care for RoboCop, but it's a very good game. I love the game. I love the development team behind it. They done the Terminator and all that stuff. I was really sad seeing that news though. That one hit me hard. But yeah, they do that. No, Louis, I'm just seeing something, but it doesn't affect me either way. I'm not buying it. Didn't buy it for Xbox. I'm not buying it for PlayStation. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna force you to buy it either. If you want, like, look, I always tell this to everyone. I have a personal opinion about games, though. Spend $10 for what, though? For what? Um, if you want to buy it, you can buy it, though. I mean, if you want to ask me what do I think about Starfield, I'll tell you this much: the main story to Starfield, it was all right. But if you were to buy Starfield, I would seriously tell you with all the heart, look for the side missions. They are just too good. The side missions are great in that game. The main mission is cool. You get the superpowers, like you freeze time or gravity time, put down things and stuff like that. It's pretty cool though. But the side missions are just too fantastic. He just wants to shift away the marathon. Okay, I see now. I don't understand why Starfield on the PS is more important than Blue Point shutting down. A gotcha moment is bigger than the ones Best Studios closing its stores. Sappho, they don't Listen, Safo. Sony the other day told them in their faces. This is not this is not me inventing this. This is me saying that we saw about it, we talked about it. Literally, Lin Tao said, in order for us to face the RAM crisis, we're going to charge the PS5 install base more money on software and more money on networks and services. They said that. Safo, I spent all day like looking for a reaction from someone. They were all quiet, like nothing was happening. But then Blue Point shuts down. They get all fed up. They go out there and be pissed off. I'm like, bro, the company literally just told you in your faces they're doing this just to keep the console prices down. And you guys are saying shit. Said, I mean, if it was me, I would say, hey, that's your part. You all need to fix it up. I mean, that's what I would have said out there. I mean, these Sony fans don't say shit. They still stay quiet until Blue Point shut down. And here's the weird part, though, Safo. They started to look for the but, right? They went out there, looked for the but, and that's where things get bad. Dude, I don't care whose fault it is. I don't care who the heck it is. They're trying to look for the but on why Blue Point shut down. They blame from software. They blame Sony. They blame this. They blame that. But you know who's the one to blame though? It's the Sony fans. Nothing else. It's your fault it shut down, my friends. I'll explain why. I'll explain why. Why? Because it's simple. Y'all didn't buy the game. That's it. Period. Y'all did not buy the game. If you guys would have bought with 92 or 80 million consoles, 75 million, 60 million, 50 million consoles out there, if let's say 15 or 20 million would have bought Blue Point's Demon's Souls, then the story would be different. I mean, shit. They would have said, no, we're not shutting down that studio because, Demon's Souls sold 20 million copies. Let's keep it alive. But y'all gave them the excuse to close it down. And yet you all guys are trying to pinpoint if it was Sony's fault, if it was Jim Ryan's fault, if it was Ric Flair's fault, if it was, the Rock and Sock Connections fault. Y'all are trying to look for the one to blame. And that's the problem. But it's you guys' fault, nobody else's. I'm sorry. It's the truth though. The PSP is the only PlayStation console I'm like playing on PlayStation, guys. I'm a fan of a game. Also, the memory cards are good to have, and plus you can expand storage with various SD cards. Nice. It's funny, other PS guys clipping Xbox Ones, the same things they got pissed off about Astro Cyborg 4 and the account canceled. At least Astro Clips one. Oh, speaking about that. You brought something up I forgot to mention over here. Let me go get that. Ah, yes. I forgot putting this on the news today. And this is what I say, though. I keep on saying this. You guys need to look at your own backyard. No, they rather focus on Xbox. They rather focus on this and that. They're not going to like this. I'm going to come with a spicy one right now. And keep on saying this. You guys need to take a look at your own backyard and start saying something. But the thing is, they won't. You know what's so funny? They won't say jack shit. Wait, what? Not this again. Come on. I know it exists. Did they close down the account? No fucking way. Hold on a second. Let me go look for this. What? Hold up a second. I know that thing is out there somewhere. Because even King David. Wait a tick. Even King David said, hey, look, I mean, there's a couple YouTubers out there that they should be talking about this. All right, here it is, and that was. Let me see if I can. Oh, okay, here we go. I know it was not deleted. I was like, what? This cannot be deleted though. I guess it's for the X that has a bad link to it. Okay, here we go. Found it. And this is what I mean. They got to look at their own backyard because things are not looking pretty. They're not. It's the truth though. So here you go. So this post, my friends, which I saw over the weekend, is entertainment focus. Let me zoom in for all those guys, who we because letters are too small. I don't know if you guys can read this. So entertainment focus says this. We feel compelled to share our experience we're currently having with at PlayStation UK that is affecting us on a personal and professional level. We cover PlayStation games and consoles for over 20 years, always having a good relationship with the brand and with the various teams that have worked with them over the years. In a bid to further expand our coverage and include more PS5 content, we bit the bullet on Tuesday night and ordered a PS5 console from PS Direct, PlayStation's online store. Why did we choose there because as PS Plus subscriber, we receive a 5% discount off retail price, which is significant given that the console normally retails at 480. Happy with our decision, we excitedly went to track our order on Wednesday morning to discover that our PlayStation Network account, the only one we had for around 20 years, has been permanently suspended. You guys listening to this? Has permanently been suspended. The first thing we need to speak to the PlayStation support online chat, as the help guide suggests, who told us that we could appeal it. Within a matter of hours, we received a response that simply said, "Thank you for contacting PlayStation support regarding your account. I'm sorry to hear about your situation. Unfortunately, due to security reasons, we can't assist you any further. I hope this helps, but if you have any other questions, please contact PlayStation support and one of our team will be happy to help." We tried speaking to PlayStation support on the phone and was told that they couldn't help or tell us that why our account has been suspended. Logging on to our PS4, we could see the code WS37368-7, which after a quick Google tells us that there is a debt or a chargeback on your account. We spoke with a credit card company who told us that they hadn't initiated a chargeback. Next, we called PS Direct, who confirmed they had no issue with the payments, but they couldn't help us with our accounts and passed us back to PlayStation support. Wow, we've been batted back and forth between the two since Wednesday, with no further information provided and no willingness to help us. So this post was, what was the date of this post? Okay, we'll see in the bottom though. So Wednesday, right? Okay, let's keep going. All right, so we have spoken to the UK PR company who was trying to help, but as of yet, there's been no resolution. As it becomes clear that we won't be getting our accounts back, we decided the best thing to do was cut our losses and return the console. Speaking once again to PS Direct, we were told we can't return the console unless we can access our online accounts. Wow. You guys listen to this shit? Not a polite thing to say, my friend. All right, so let's keep seeing this, reading this, right? So this is crazy, though. This is crazy. When we ask how we can return, okay, it says here we can't return the console unless we can access our online account at the same one that's suspended. We asked that they could send a return label by email, and we were told that they can't. When we asked what to do, they passed us back to PlayStation support once again, who confirmed they will not help with our accounts. When we asked how we can return to the consoles, they told us we couldn't and advised us to sell it online. Wow. When we then received an email with a return label linking to an account we can't access. PlayStation Support and PS Direct has refused to disclose why our account has been suspended, and there seems to be no way to return the console. Wow. We can actually believe how poor this experience has been, how anti consumers and complete disregarded for consumer rights. We're now forced to take advice from citizens, advice who have advised what our legal rights are and suggest step forward, which include complaining and writing the PlayStation in the UK and raising dispute with our credit card company before anyone says just open a new PSN account, because of course you know they were going to go there. We can't because we will be then violating their terms of service and run a risk of receiving a console ban, rendering our console useless. If anyone in the network who knows PlayStation, please can you forward this to them and tag in the comments for a company that is so well known and popular. This is complete utter shambles, and we can see from a quick search online that they treat many customers like this. They shouldn't allow to get away with this. Mm. Mm. Wow. Like I said, you are not gonna take a look at your own backyard. You better do it though, because this, my friends, is not a pretty sight. I mean, there's a problem with the console. They bought it from the PlayStation Direct store. They bought it from there, directly from there. And man, look at everything had to do. And this was from Wednesday, and the tweet was on February 28th, which was on Saturday. So they've been 3 days fighting this. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. They took the money, basically. They took the money and it said they don't want to give it back. Wow. So let's keep going. It's funny how the PS guys from clipping occurred. Read that, or maybe it's from software that ported Demon Souls and Bloodborne to PC. Bluepoint would have still be alive. I think it would have been still alive though if they would have ported the game to PC or something. Because seriously, they were just not buying the game. Just go live with Louis, you will not lose. It's now March, and the UK 7 billion lawsuit for date for Sony mere days away. Can't wait to see how that turns out. Yep, we're there now. To these, so let me see. I'm Yachi. What do you mean you're Yachi? Exactly. I don't know why he's talking about this. I don't get it though. Let's say she brings back exclusive to the Xbox Pico and says double the amount that is signed right now. Would you say if it was wrong? I'm not even gonna talk. I'm just gonna show you something. This is not seriously. I'm not even gonna talk and respond to that. I'm just gonna show you something. If you want it, you go search for it and do your own analysis. Because seriously, I've talked about this 3 billion times. I'm gonna zoom in for you, buddy. There you go. A study revealed that majority of video game sales are fueled by only 4% of its players. In 2025, 63 U.S. consumers are buying fewer games. Welcome to the 4%, my friend. So you're telling me if Phil Spencer's strategy was wrong, and let's say she brings back exclusives, let's say she does, will we say it's wrong? As of right now, the strategy is not wrong, my friend. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. So if you're not gonna, whether you like it or not, the strategy is not wrong at this very moment. Because I mean, we're seeing things out there that are crazy though. So you believe it or you want, that's your situation though. All right. So Pico says, I'm like, let's see though. You guys really love Phil Spencer that much? You mean he's wrong? He's wrong, Pickles. It's not because we like him or not. It's because we're seeing something that's happening out there. I mean, the thing is, we read the room, SNKKF. I think you're in the wrong chat when it comes to fanboy stuff because at the end of the day, though, we know what's happening out there. We're not blindsided, to be wrapped around a plastic box, and we're not here to defend, Phil or whatever is happening out there for what he did, though. But it's not me. This is analytics that are out there that tells you what is happening out there. I mean, again, you don't believe me? I'll show you what shut down Blue Point. And this came out on the report from Jason Schreier. This wasn't me. I mean, if I look at the Jason Schreier report, it's right there. It says it loud and clear, though. This is what shut down Blue Point, my friend. So, right here. This is it. Whether you want to believe it or not, that's you, though. But I'll say this again. You guys want to pinpoint, and look for what's the problem out there. But look, if you don't see it, based on available data, 2020 Demon Souls 4 PlayStation 5 has sold over 1.8 million copies worldwide as of 2022, and it's not moved or either shifted from that number. And then the guys out there want to look for who to blame why Blue Point was shut down. Hey, it's simple. You guys have 92 million consoles out there. Why isn't Demon Souls at 10 or 15 million? Because if we would have seen that game sell of 10 or 15 million, Sony would have said, we're not shutting you down. So basically, it's you guys' fault. It's your fault. Nothing else. Period. Nothing else. All you do is defend Xbox. Oh, really? Okay. If you believe that, cool. I mean, if I gotta trash them, I trash them though. When they did the price hike, I basically, give it a big suplex that day, and then people were saying you're X body. I'm like, nope. I'm saying the truth. I'm pissed off. So we got someone in here that's mad though. Jay Gamer from the UK. Let's see though. He called me a fucking clown. Ooh, so now I'm a clown today though. Ooh, they are mad, my friends. Oh, they're getting mad. Farq you know what to do, my friend. If they still keep being mad though, we'll fix you all up right away, my friends. I'm a clown today. I don't defend any corporations, unlike you weirdos. Okay, then what are you doing here, though? I mean, I'm trying to understand, though. So, what do you think about PS5 from party games? Xbox can really put the squeeze on PS if they wanted to. They should, though. Shit. Now, the UK Sony lawsuit starts in March 10th. Yes, sir, Diggle 6. Yes, sir. Exactly. Why he's coming in? I mean, he calls us weirdos, but he's in here calling us weirdos, though. You can't make this up. There you go. You got sniped. Be nice or get the fuck out. Teneros, I think they will be okay. But new Xbox channels can't use it to say Magnus will PlayStation single player games anymore. If true, I think PS will be okay though. Um, hmm, hmm. So what Sap was saying, what do you think about when you think about it? PS surviving purely from party games. Xbox really don't. The thing is, and this is the truth though, we're really pushed PlayStation to be successful was Call of Duty. That's why you saw the whole ABK deal crumble down and go nuts. Exactly, is Burger 100%, 100%. When I gotta listen, yeah, I may love the brand. I may say, Xbox is the best and all this stuff because of everything that I like from the box, right? I can say all that stuff, but at the end of the day, if they make a boo boo, I'm gonna tackle them down because I'm not gonna shut up about it. Why should I shut up about it? I gotta tackle it down and say, hey, man, you guys are doing something wrong. You guys gotta fix this. Shit. But yeah, I know the UK is one of the last to start smart. It does start that. Yes, Lewis critical on the Xbox. Why isn't this box selling? Why isn't it selling though? SNKF, I don't know, man. I don't know why isn't it selling. One thing that Xbox really does not do is post out the numbers, and they should post out the numbers so people can stop being so confused. Though they gotta post it up. I mean, people say it's at 25 million. People say it's at 20 million. But yeah, I'm a clown every day, but I have money, says Safo. I laugh a lot sometimes. This is video games, though. What he has to come in here and be the way he was, though. Who was that guy? Let's see if he's got his own channel. Let's go investigate. J Gamer UK. Love games, hate bullshit. Well, basically, he's doing this Gran Turismo showcase. And we see Gran Turismo 7, PGA Tour on PS5. Oh, Drive Club test uploaded. Okay. I see. I see. Okay. Never mind. Now we know what he is then. So, now I know who he is. Marathon will be dead within a month, says Bolty Wolty 123. Or maybe they can do something to come back from that. I mean, I wouldn't. You know how I know when it's gonna die? When we all know we all know when it's going to die, though. We all know it's going to die, my friend. We all know when it's going to die. But don't be saying that it's gonna die right now. Let's see though, because remember when Destiny came out, it was a Yankee start, but it was good though. I mean, a lot of us played Destiny, but then it got better when the Taken King came out. But this is different though. I don't know. This one's gonna work though. We gotta see. We gotta see. Maybe they can pull it back, and be like, "Oh, we're here." Pick will have the boxes with the best generation, being the 360. I'm not opponent any means. I play PC, Nintendo. I just want Xbox, meaning to the Xbox to be better. Listen, the thing is that if Xbox, let me tell you something, Kev, and I'm gonna be as honest as I can be though, and I'm telling you because I go out there and read the room a lot. When it comes down, why is the machine not selling? And point is, you have media against you, you have a lot of things against you, and also the marketing. That's the main problem. We have talked about this before. The marketing on Xbox is not as great as it has to be. They really got to push the envelope. They here's the thing. What I mean by the marketing, though, what they gotta do is they gotta go in. They gotta push the marketing so much that the media can get out the fucking way. That's what they gotta do. They gotta push. They gotta fight these bastards. Say like, I hate you. The guys who go out there and throw the hates, fight them all, because not all. Like, look, I know in media outlets, a lot of them, are sincere. A lot of them sit down and call things down the middle, right? A lot of them are. But there's a lot of them who just go on negative rants, though, about Xbox. And just because the negative sells, though. So Xbox really got to get that negative out. That's why they got to push really hard when it comes down to marketing. And that's why we're going to read that news tomorrow because, like I said, the news came out today and probably is going to be more around it, throughout the day goes by. And we're going to talk about it more tomorrow. It's going to be interesting to see, though. But that's what they got to do. You got meat against them, though. I mean, it's simple. Check this out. Still to this day, still to this day, I know this for a fact. When my nephew, and I said this story before about my nephew wanting a PS5. When my nephew wanted a PS5, I said, "What do you want a PS5? Because it has games. Why don't you get an Xbox? Because the Xbox doesn't have games." So I remember when I told him, "So what was the thing you were playing on the other day on my TV?" He said, "That was a PlayStation." I was like, "Really? That was an Xbox and it does have games." Like, oh. So basically, still in his head though, and a lot of these kids out there, they think that PlayStation has games though. They think, they have that in their heads that they think that though. Marathon will be dead within a month, and PS5 is approaching 100 million units sold. Good for them. I'm happy for them. But what am I gonna do? It's like the same question I asked the other day. Where they were telling me about Blue Point. What am I gonna do with 100 million consoles sold when you're shutting down studios? I'm not doing shit with that though. But can someone please explain this? Why is it the moment finish? Why is it the moment the finished road construction? They come back to dig it all up. Who freaking does that? It depends. So if something was wrong though. Xbox at 30 million units sold. They say it's at 28, 29, or something, and yeah. But I'm just telling Kev what's the reason why it's not hasn't sold that much though. I'm just telling the reason because you got a media against you and you really got to push your marketing to destroy that though. Honestly, how would Xbox do exclusivity? How would they balance exclusivity with Game Pass for the titles that they want at their Game Pass though? Hmm. Here's my take though, and I gotta say this though. In order for exclusivity to come back though, and same thing goes to PlayStation, right? For these two, what are you gonna do to get the fans to come back and buy this though? If you want to go back to exclusivity, what is how are you gonna shift this though? How are you gonna make it work? Because the same thing goes to PlayStation. How are you guys gonna get the fans to come buy your game though? That's the question I'm asking. What are you gonna do? You're gonna slap a Wolverine and a Spider-Man and that's it? But other than that though, how are you guys gonna do it? Starfield and Halo are coming to PlayStation this year, so I've heard. I don't know about Starfield because there's a rumor going by. I don't know yet, but I never say never. I'm down with that. If it's coming, cool. If it's not, cool too. I mean, that's how it is. Halo, they did confirm it on their own showcase that yes, it's going to PlayStation. That is confirmed though, 100% though, as of now. But yes, Halo and Starfield are going to. Let's see. The media will not stop scratching and kicking Xbox. They're biased. Sony fans and what worse, negativity against Xbox has proven to sell. Their job is tied to getting views in exchange for profit. Exactly. And that's what I mean. How that's the only thing Xbox got to do. Xbox got to go out there and kick their butts, get bigger than the media outlets. So that way the media outlets don't have any more chance to talk negative about it. Destroy their make them look like a seriously, Xbox has the opportunity to make the Xbox tax real and show it to everyone that is real because we know as fans it's real. But at the end of the day, though, right? A lot of them say no. So Xbox, show everyone that's real, though. We know it, we see it. Kick them out. It was announced in 2020 that the Xbox consoles have sold 25 million, and these PlayStation fanboys still think they haven't sold none. Exactly, Mr. Kima. And that's the thing, though. They never post the numbers out. They always been quiet, though. They should post it out. No matter how bad the numbers are, they should post it out, though. Because at the end of the day, even let's see, Mr. Kima. Look, let me show you this, right? But Kev, again, I will never say Phil was wrong about exclusives, though. I mean, of course, we wanted the exclusives to stay. I get it, but he was not wrong because we have tackled this so many times, and I just showed you on the computer screen. I showed you that only 4% of gamers are buying new games. 4%. So let's do the math real quick. You have let's go to PlayStation. Let's say the 4% is the PlayStation gamers, right? Real quick, I'll do the math. Real quick, just 1 second. Real quick, let's do this. 92 million as of now times 4% times 4%. So on PlayStation, let's say that 4% is only PlayStation. Only 3,680,000 PlayStation gamers are buying new games. That's it. Only 3 million. And you think 3 million is going to save these companies? Especially with how pricey those games are? Nope. I'm sorry, it's not. Man is going to need exclusives. Can't put out a box without something to go with it. Oh, you think so? I mean, look, the trick to this, though, and I say this, if these companies go back to exclusive, do timed exclusives. That's all you got to do. Do them timed. Get the people from your box to come buy them, right? If they come buy them, if not, because here's the thing, though, it's going to stop at a point, though. It will stop at a point that people are not going to buy it on Xbox. It will stop at a point. Give it a year and then put it over the PC. Wait till that stops and then just throw it to the other places. That's all you got to do. So I gotta do. Be right back, chat. I gotta go tinkle again. Oh, gotta drink too much water. Sorry about that. And the argument's good though. I like this debate. Pretty good debate, guys. Pretty good. All right, chat. I'm back. Sorry about that. I hope this is the last time. Oh man, I just drank too much water today. So it says here, if I were a Sony guy with this new CEO, I wouldn't count on it. She said the plan is a plan until it's not the plan. Ooh, yeah. That's the thing though. Until it's not the plan though. But maybe look, like I said though, we won't know what is the plan until it comes by. If we're gonna go back to exclusives, cool. But again, if I did exclusives, I would just have them hang out for a bit and then throw it elsewhere. That's what I would do though. Going around town that got caught faulty. Phil has a PlayStation at his house. Everybody has a PlayStation at his house that works on Xbox. I mean, they use that. Oh God, they pick it up to do that, my friend. Oh God, true. I feel that way. The only thing is not everyone does. There are gamers with the Xbox and gamers who don't game with Xbox who feels that they need some sort of exclusive. That's true though. Not really the Gen Z of generation not tied to at any one item to play games. Everybody streams TV shows and movies, so games will be factored into that category too. That's another one too though. Because again, what are you going to do? It all depends on what they do. And same thing goes to PlayStation. Because even though PlayStation's got a massive marketing though, they can have a massive marketing, but at the end of the day, what was this thing on though? But at the end of the day, though, they can have a massive marketing. But take for example Astrobot. How's Astrobot doing? I mean, what was the last numbers of Astrobot though? I'm being serious though. What was the last numbers of Astrobot though? That's something you gotta see though. Astrobot won Gotti, right? But how did it go though? Did it do something winning that Gotti? Did it sell 15 million copies, 100 million copies after that? No. 90% of Sony PS expenses are on producing their own consoles. Very expensive towards to 35 to 40 billion. There's reason both MS and Sony are tired of consoles. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Dr. Death says MS needs more people in Game Pass, and the people most likely to join are on consoles. That is 500 650 barrier, 30 50 million installed after 5 years, more Game Pass users than console game sales. Yep. That's another one too. But at the end of the day though, chat, when it comes down to Sony, when it comes down to Xbox, when it comes down to console sales, when it comes down to all that crap that media, fed upon you, that console sales are the ultimate thing, I ask the same question again. What am I going to do with console sales or be number one out there supposedly when I'm shutting down studios? Something ain't right, my friends. And that's the truth. But what about GTA 6 release? That's already boosting console sales. It will. I mean, GTA will, though. But again, what am I going to do with that, though? Heard that the PS beep again, Louis. Just kidding. I started the remote when you hit it. Oh no, this is the AC controller though. Yeah, Sony's going gas is survival. Yeah, Sony needs the gas game out there though. I don't know if they're gonna make it though. No, serious. What do you think about GTA 6 boosting consoles? But again, I'll ask you this again. What am I gonna do with console sales numbers when I got studios being shut down? It's not doing shit for me though. Seriously, it's not. It's not doing shit for me. I'm being honest though. What is that going to do for me at the end of the day? Nothing. Nothing. Pickles. Let's see though. What is Sony Xbox join forces? I don't know. I mean, they're sending games to each other though, so and that would be a nice thing to see though at the end of the day if they can sit down and try to support each other to get through this crazy thing that's happening right now. But you know, fanboys won't understand it, and everybody's gonna fight about it. That's what sucks though. That's what sucks. Since there was always people who played on multiple platforms simultaneously, and those never play or fall video games early, we assume more and more of those supposed to play games. I guess that would be a monopoly in the market, but would be cool. Nah, that wouldn't be a monopoly in the market though. It would be a monopoly because at the end of the day, everything is being sent out everywhere. A monopoly would be if Xbox bought PlayStation or PlayStation bought Xbox, and then that would be a total mark. That would be a total. Oh God, my God. That's just a weird comment. I mean, she's already married, has kids, for what I heard from. But okay, okay, it's getting weird out here. Who is this Balti dude? But chat, guess what? Listen up. The crazy ones gotta go. Chat. I gotta go to the hospital, my friends. Not for me though. Is that my sister has surgery, so I gotta check. If everything's good. She went in this morning. She came out great. So I gotta go by, say hello to her. Wish her the best because I know everything's gonna be all right with her. Yeah. But I gotta go there and I gotta do a couple things. Or if I'm not feeling too good, of course I'm not gonna go because I'm waiting. I'm gonna wait for a while to see if I'm good though. Oh shit! Oops. So yeah, chat like always. Before I go, tell me what you've all been playing. It depends on how I feel though, because I'm feeling a bit weird today. Because I'm not gonna feel if I'm not feeling good, I'm just gonna stay at home. It looks like a PS financials report MAUs for PS5. Let me see. We're going to play GTA 6 market in 3 months. In my world, it's okay. If you look at PS financials when report MAUs for PS5/4, they are normally around 125 to 130 million range. Those numbers don't really change much. Just the PS5 numbers going up, and that's PS4 upgrading. That's true. You're 100% right there, bro, boy. 100% right there. Well, I gotta quit this shit. It's not doing me good either. Uh, what you all been playing, my friends? What y'all been playing? I've been playing TCG. That's all I've been playing. TCG Simulator. I played Marathon a bit, and I already gave my 2 cents. But yeah, I've been stuck to TCG Simulator. I finally figured out you can open up the back store, which I did. So I moved all the tournament tables to the back, and now I'm making the store bigger, bigger, bigger. I'm having fun with that game. That game is so much fun. I'm building the ultimate store there. Or watch, nice, good game to play. I know, bro, boy. I know. But the thing is, bro, boy, even though we say that, the fanboys want to admit to it. But again, like I said now, and I'll say this again, y'all looking to blame why Blue Point shut down? It's your fault, nobody else's, because y'all didn't buy it. Outlaws, they're still trying to finish Expedition 33. I'm like 50% in the PlayStation. Wow. Wear a mask, Louis. What mask? Why should I wear a mask though? Oh, you're talking about okay, I see. They play more routes with Deadpool fun and Monster Hunter Wilds grinding. Nice. Me, I'm just, like I said, just playing TCG Simulator. TCG Simulator. That game is so good. It's so addicting. Can't wait to hop in later on today. Louis wearing a mask already, Safo. So wait, you're gonna be like Scooby Doo and pull the mask off and I become the clown? As someone came in here really mad about it. I don't know why he came into this show because we talked bad about Marathon though. But we didn't say anything bad about Marathon. Like to like 50% of his usual. Just give it our 2 cents though. I'm playing Real Job Simulator, Real World Simulator, Real World Edition. Damn. I'm glad like the camera got fixed. You know what it was, Safo? Or chat the other day? It was an update that needed to come into the computer that was making things slow because now everything's running a bit more smoothly than how it was. I think it was that though, but you know how it is, Chad. You know how it is. Let me check my financials because I got things I got to pay, my friends. Let me go see something. But all right, here we go. Nothing. I'm playing HOL2, hilarious. TOW2, Talos Principle 2, BL4 ball expert and getting my butt kicked in Clover Pit. Infuriating. Oh, man. There's going to be a lot of refunds and refunds on Steam on Xbox. I don't know, but that open beta should have been last week. But, and so that way Hunters the Gathering, can have its days. But that's the area I don't understand, though. Why, oh, why? Yeah, I don't understand. I don't know. Seriously, I don't know why. Jokes are going over Louis' head today. No, I'm good, I'm good. You go to the hospital, wear a mask, yeah. I know. The thing is, I gotta go buy one. Yeesh. Hate buying those things. I got a few hours in Towerborn update. It's fun, at least to me. Oh, nice. Have fun with Towerborn, my friend. Have fun. Yeah, that's what I've been playing, chat. That's what I've been playing. But chat, like always, thank y'all for hanging out with me today. Thank y'all for super chats. Thank y'all for memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys to death. Seriously, guys, you guys are the best though. Good debates today. Good, good stuff on here like always. Tomorrow we're gonna take a deep dive on what Asha did. She got Mikey Senior, and of course we will tackle down that Starfield rumor to see if it's true or not at the end of the day. Because again, it's a rumor. Like I always say, let's wait till the company announces it and says, "Yeah, it is coming to PlayStation." It's so tiring. But check. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so it can tell you when XBI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful night too. Mean a beautiful and an awesome Monday. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast when we do come back at 7 p.m. ET on Wednesdays with Sour Blow, the Big Plume, and Silent Cypher. On Fridays, they invite me if they don't. XP en Español with Elvis, Elencita, and Metal Berserker. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Little Gaming when I send the signal out over there on Twitter X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's why you gotta hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes on to talk about what's happening in the gaming news world. Chat, have a beautiful Monday, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Good Morning with Crazy Little Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one. Woo, good stuff today.